Edward Rose was born around 1780, likely in the American South, during a time when most black men were enslaved or heavily restricted. But Rose's story breaks the mold. He was a free black man who became one of the most respected scouts, interpreters, and mountain men of the early American frontier. His life unfolded during westward expansion, and he moved not within the boundaries of slavery, but along the borders of native and settler societies. Rose first made a name for himself on the Great Plains and in the Rocky Mountains. He was known for his survival skills, deep knowledge of indigenous cultures, and his ability to move between different worlds. He lived among the Crow people for extended periods, spoke their language fluently, and even took on parts of their dress and customs. The Crow reportedly gave him the name Cut Nose after a fight in which he was wounded. Despite this violent introduction, they eventually accepted him as one of their own. His relationships with native nations were built not just on trade, but on trust and mutual respect. In 1807, Rose joined Manuel Lisa's fur trading expedition, one of the earliest American ventures into what was then called the Louisiana Territory. He proved himself valuable as a translator, guide, and negotiator between traders and native nations. Later, he worked under famed explorers like William Ashley and helped lead trapping expeditions into the remote interiors of the West. Edward Rose was often described as fearless and unpredictable, sometimes getting into fights with fellow trappers, but always earning respect for his boldness and independence. Unlike many men of color during that time, he wasn't shackled to a plantation. He was shaping the future of the frontier. His ability to build alliances, adapt to rugged environments, and navigate racial and cultural divides made him a key figure in the fur trade era. Though he died in 1833, possibly in a skirmish with native warriors or fellow trappers, his legacy lives on. Edward Rose's life challenges the narrow narrative of black life in early America. He wasn't just a survivor. He was a leader and a trailblazer who showed that black people weren't confined to the margins of history. They were at the center of it, even in the wildest parts of the American